Right, I'm going to try and keep this video as short as I can, although there's a lot to go through in a very short amount of time. So, smallest tank, Geophagus, redheads, Hecli, albino. I was going to try and breed these, but I don't think I'll have time now. So, and I'm struggling with hole in the head. That one there has got a hole in the head, and I've lost 2 others to it, and I just can't seem to get rid of it. I've tried 3 treatments, API, ESHA and CChem, nothing's worked. Filtration's fine, got 3 biofilters there, FX5, and then not a pre-filter, a post-filter with some filter floss and carbon in it. Apparently some people say on the internet that carbon causes it, but I highly doubt that. I've used carbon for years and it's never been an issue, and I change it all the time. So I think some fish are just prone to it. Anyway, that's the smallest tank. The main pond is here, and one of the reasons why I'm actually talking on this video rather than just putting it in the description is because I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I know what people are going to say. There's too many rays in this pond, and there is far too many rays in this pond. I know there is. I only had about half this amount that I bought, but then the guy that I bought them off is selling his house, and he needed me to look after a few for him whilst he sold them. So I said, yeah, that's fine, not knowing how big they were. And then I've ended up with all these. So that's mine, that big pearl there. She's pregnant at the moment, and she's actually got albino genes, because last time she gave birth to an albino. And that is the dad there, he's a full het. That is a female mantilla. That is the pearl's sister, apparently, although she looks completely different, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was some kind of hybrid. That is a black diamond hybrid, some kind of black diamond cross, Leo, Henley Eye, P14, whatever. That is a mini Matoro. He's a male, fully mature. He's well over 5-6 years old. He'll literally shag anything. That is a female, some kind of hybrid. It's got a bit of black diamond in it, but it's mainly brown, I'd say. And then I'll show you the other 2 when I go over. This pond is way too small for these fish, but as you can see, they're not unhappy. They're swimming about, they're happy, they're breeding. I've even turned the temperature down so they don't breed, and they're still breeding, because the filtration that I've got on it is very, very good. And I'll show you that in a minute. I'll just put this down because you can see the fish a bit better then. Right, so that's my favourite, that pearl. She's pregnant. That's the sister, apparently, even though she looks completely different. He's trying to shag her, even though she's pregnant already, fully pregnant. As I said, he'll just shag anything. Even though he's about 1/3 of the size of her. That mantilla there, she's very, very, very shy. Normally, she's very shy. And then we've got another mantilla there. She's not shy. And then we've got a multi-spot hybrid. She's one of my favourites here. But she's not too happy at the moment because that Matoro keeps trying to shag her. As you can see, she's got quite a few bite marks on her disc. That's a female, that's a female pearl. So she's not going to have a go at her. There's only 2 males in here, and the rest of them are females. There's 10 fish in here altogether. There's 8 females and 2 males, so I thought that the aggression wouldn't be too bad, but the males tend to go for 1 fish at a time, unfortunately. So, filtration. That's how big the pond is. It's not very big at all. Although it's a 3 metre by 2 metre pool, it's too small for these rays. I mean, some of these rays are like 2 foot disc, 3 foot top to tail. It is too small, but I just didn't know. This is only temporary. I've got a pond out there with a viewing window in the front of it that needs moving into here, but unfortunately, because we're on lockdown, it's not going to happen anytime soon, because it needs about 5 people to lift it. But that is going to go there, where these water butts are. So that's what I use for my water changes. Fill them up. They've both got heaters in. Got an air pump going to them as well. And then I've got a HMA machine down here with an extra carbon block on it, just for peace of mind, because I'm paranoid that the water's going to have chlorine in it, even though our water around here is not very chlorinated. So, filtration. I've got this, which I've just put on recently. It's a sump with this pump going to it. I don't know how many litres per hour this pump is, because I got it for free off a friend, and judging by what's coming out here, I would guess it's only about 4,000 or 5,000 litres, because that little pipe only looks like FX5 sort of flow, and then the bigger one again, so maybe 2,000 or 3,000 litres times 2. But this one here, this beast, has got a 20,000 litre an hour pump going to it. That is a fish, well, I don't know what make it is. But it's 20,000 litre an hour anyway. Going to that, which is a 330 litre koi pond filter, which is actually meant for a 75,000 gallon pond. It's mainly foam, but it's got, God knows, a lot of K3, I think it's called. The bigger stuff. It's got a lot of that in it. I took the whole thing apart because I asked the company that I bought it from how many litres of the stuff does it have in it, because I wanted to add some to it. So I took it all apart, and it's got as much in it as you'd want to put in it. So, and it's also got some biomedia as well. It came with these bio balls here inside it, which are going to do absolutely naffle. So I took those out, and I put some ocean-free 3DM Tetris media in it, which I've got pretty much in every system that I run. I've got an air pump there going to it with a fan on it, because I had problems with them overheating. And that's about it for the pond. Oh right, the heater. It's got a 3 kilowatt titanium electro heater on it. And this, when it turns on and off, it makes a massive thump. I used to sleep in here, and at night when it comes on and off, it's like someone's banging on the floor. I don't know what it's got inside it that turns it on and off, but yeah, I mean, most people won't realise this because they have it outside in the pond, so they won't be able to hear it, but when it's in a room, then yeah, you notice it. So yeah, that's it for the pool really. There's 50 litres of what's it called? Pumice. Pumice, that's what it's called. Basically, Seachem Matrix, but better quality. And there's 10 litres of the 3DM Tetris in there as well, in those baskets. That's what all the ray breeders use, apparently. That on its own would probably filter this pond with 5 fish in it, but because I've got so many fish in it, I've got that on it as well. Right, third tank, is grow out tank. I think I might need to turn the light off for this because it's too much reflection. Just turn the lights off. There you go, that's better. So they're all black diamond hybrids. All of them. There's only that one that's a pure black diamond. And I can't believe how different she is to the rest of the fish. It's unbelievable how different pure black diamonds are. That they act differently, they eat differently, they play differently. They're just completely different to hybrids and brown rays. It's unbelievable. It's really weird. But yeah, having her in this tank with all these hybrids really makes you notice how different pure black diamonds are to other rays. Again, there's far too many rays in this tank as well. That's one of mine. That's a hybrid. Again, hybrid. All those at the back, they're all hybrids. Filtration on this tank is, the main filtration is a sump. So, comes in there, goes through some foam, some brushes. Second stage also goes through some oyster shell to keep the pH up, because when you've got so many rays in the tank, the pH crashes like mad. But there's about, I don't know, 50 litres of Helex in there, plus about another 50 litres of Micro K1. I've got 2 air pumps and a 3,000 litre an hour pump running on that to keep it fluidised. Without that, it'd be stationary because there's so much in there. And then in this section, there's loads of the 3DM media and some more pumice. And then at the end, there's just the heater. It's a Sun PTC heater, 1000 watt. It's pretty good, but they all corrode over time. But I think they probably last longer than glass heaters, and they actually do turn off when the water level goes low because of those 2 sensors on the top, rather than glass heaters just stick on and blow up when your water level goes too low. As well as that, I've got 3 canister filters on it. I've got an Aquiel Ultramax 2000, which I've literally just put on yesterday. That's full of media. I've got a cheapy Sun at the back. That's completely full of media. There's no foams or anything in them apart from the pre-filter on the Aquiel because they're all sucking out the last chamber of the sump. So I didn't see any point in putting any pre-filters or sponge in there because they're not going to be sucking up any proper muck out of the tank. And then at the back, which I'm going to struggle showing you, is an Eheim bucket filter, which is there. You can just see the top of it there. One of the big, massive Eheim. I think it's I don't know, it's been a while since I've looked them up, but I think it's a 2260, something like that. And then they love playing in the flow, so I've got that there for them. Right, so last tank now, probably my least favourite tank. It's just my main fish. There's no rays in here because I've tried to put rays in here and they just don't do very well because the filtration on it, although it's got 2 FX6s on it, which you can't, well, I'll put the light back on. There we go, that's better. Yeah, there's an FX6 in there and an FX6 in there. And there's also these, which are HMA filters, but I've sort of adapted them to take filter floss and other filter, because this was supposed to be a nitrate filter, which has really slow flowing water going through it to take the nitrates down, but it doesn't work. So anyone else thinking of having a nitrate filter with a really slow flow, don't bother, because it just doesn't seem to work. I have all the media in there. Those 2 that you can't see actually have nitrate reducing filter media in, and it still doesn't seem to reduce the nitrates. That's why I've got plants on there, because they do reduce nitrates. So yeah, this last one, got some plex that I got with the rays for free, and I didn't want them to get killed, so I gave them a new home. Some datnoids, which I've had for about 5 years, since it was about 1 centimetre long, and they're unstable as anything, and I hate them, but I can't get rid of them because I've had them for so long. Knife fish, clown knives, they've got some decent patterns on these. I bought them when they were about 3 centimetres long, and they've got some decent patterns on as well, so I don't really want to get rid of those. And then these parrot fish, which aren't mine, they were my ex-girlfriend's, she wanted them, and then I've just been stuck with them, and I can't get rid of them now, because otherwise I'll feel guilty. And they seem to be doing really well. So, and then we've got Bob, the giant gourami that my son chose. We've had him for about 3-4 years maybe. Literally attack any fish that's roughly the same size as him, he'll attack. But anything smaller, he's alright with. And that's it really. This is my office stroke fish room, which is in a warehouse, if anyone's interested. Which is where I work, selling things on the internet, which is all that people can do at the moment with COVID-19 going on. You're not allowed to run shops, all you're allowed to do is sell on the internet, so we're quite lucky in that respect. And that's it, that's the full view. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and it'll probably be another 3 or 4 months until I upload another one, but you know, be worth waiting for. Bye!